One time I met someone that collected toenails
That's
and sent it to their girlfriend.
Somehow it got worse.
It did.
I didn't think that story could.
Yeah, and then she kept them.
Welcome back to the IIV League Podcast. My name is Lonnie. Let's go by Lonnie IIV. I have a major in human factor psychology, and I have a master's in business administration.
Why do you sound so defeated?
Honestly,
I was trying to think of something clever to say. I had nothing. I didn't have anything clever. I haven't had to sit looking at the camera in forever. Like I have. Usually, I've had to look at myself in so long. Why do we do it this way? Go ahead, Sam.
Hi, my name's Sam.
My name is Dan.
my name's Jen.
I thought he was gonna stab me. I really thought he was gonna stab me.
Tell you, man.
I was going to leave. I have a degree in aerospace engineering.
Don't make me tell you to tell them your minors every time.
And a minor in astronomy and astrophysics.
Stab you.
What's my sign? Now with that. Oh, astronomy. I thought you said astrology. I really did. I genuinely thought you said astrology.
You said, "What's my sign?" As if, like, whatever.
I was trying to think of a clever one that's not a real one.
Yeah,
I
chips.
yeah.
You're a can of
Oh,
chips.
you look like
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
an extra goose.
You're asparagus, actually.
Crazy. Hey, my name is Matt. I majored in photography and film with a minor in entrepreneur and business, and then I gave that all up, and now I'm going to be a pilot.
He said interdisciplinary studies.
You're right. But that word's hard to say, so I didn't want to say it.
He did struggle to say entrepreneur a little bit.
Interdisciplinary arts. Interdisciplinary. Like a turducken. I don't know. What's wrong with
You're the turducken.
Yeah,
Let's intro. Sam, hold my mic. Oh wait, welcome back to the IIV League Podcast. Oh, I'll do that afterwards. Yeah, my mic. The podcast of the Ivy League. The podcast of the Ivy League. Podcast.
Is your guitar tuned, or do you just not know how to play it?
What's going on with that?
It's tuned, all right.
Are you sure?
Oh, so you just don't know how to play it.
See? Oh. Actually, noted. I keep saying this, but one day we will have an actual intro.
One day.
One day.
No, please. Please.
Immediately.
Please.
Bro. I actually, Lonnie lore. I had time. I had the first iPod I think I ever had. It had 4 songs on it.
No.
One of them was One Day by Mattis Yahoo.
No.
The other one was Viva La Vida by Coldplay. And then I think I had Not Over You by Gavin DeGraw. And then I had Man Who Can't Be Moved by The Script. So what does that say about me?
That you have a poor choice in music.
Yeah, that's a sad boy right there.
Tell you what, I later discovered Grits.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
Grits like the artist or the
We
food?
chillin',
Yeah,
we
the food.
chillin', we chillin', round and round we go. We chillin', we chillin'.
Hey!
Here we go. Unfortunate.
I was kind of hoping
Are
you
they
meant the
cool?
food.
Or where are they at? Nobody knows. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, really though.
I hope they're all right. Wherever they were. That must have been tough. Being the first black people in Christian music.
Good point.
Like,
Good point.
like
Grits really laid the foundation for Kirk Franklin to walk on.
Frank
Ocean.
Ocean. I guess Kirk Franklin was there around a similar time, maybe.
Probably.
Well, that's like gospel music. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Grits was like, I remember going to like VBS and like all the white kids were
Yeah.
like, Grits. And then Lecrae is like, hey kids, I'm here. Speaking of which, we're going to that Lecrae concert on Friday, apparently. That's Friday.
We?
Yeah.
Did you get an extra ticket?
Yes.
You never said that.
Ooh, I probably didn't. I forgot it was on my. Do you know Lecrae? You familiar with Lecrae?
I don't know.
I'm so
I'm not
scared.
sure.
Something about having the camera, being able to see myself again is odd. And us sitting like side. I feel like we're on like a panel or like.
All right.
Ooh, Subway's here. Is that Subway?
Dude,
Probably.
Is that Subway?
Yeah, he's looking at us. Oh,
That looks like 2 feet of meatball marinara.
alt text. Who should hold it down while I go get the food?
Matt.
Matt.
All right, Matt, hold it down.
Holding it down.
Talk to them, Matt.
I'm holding.
All right.
Give me some alt text, Sam. Come with me.
Oh, both of
Oh.
Oh, it's really just me. Hello.
Matt, don't stop talking.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry. Have you ever wondered how we've never met someone that actually makes internet? I met someone that made internet the other day. They sell it to China. It's like this big. They're getting Subway. Did you know that? I mean, here's a question for you. They always say we can't breathe in space. Has anyone actually tested that? You know, are we just taking their word for it? I mean, really, though. I really think if we just kind of test it, someone should go up there and find out, personally. I don't know when they're going to be back, but that's okay. We're not really in a hurry here. I mean, really, I think it's really a good point. I'm just going to kind of keep talking. I mean, it's really profound what I'm saying, but they'll never know because it's between us.
Cool.
Right.
Hey, guys, we're back. What did you talk to them about?
It's a secret.
What's your favorite?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, well, I was going to ask. I was past
Good,
it.
good,
I literally
good.
didn't listen to you say it was a secret.
Good.
I might be a bad friend. Sam, am I a bad friend?
You don't listen to your friends.
I don't think you even are my friend.
I said you can't be a bad friend if you're not even a friend to begin with.
I don't even know your
sandwich I bought for you.
What? No. Okay.
Did I not buy this for you? No, tell
There's
the people.
nowhere for this to. No, no. I've been framed. I've been had.
You've been,
I offered.
You've been had.
I've offered.
Well, that's fine.
How dare you?
What? Pull a question. Okay, actually, hey guys, welcome back to the.
I saw that happen in real time. All
right.
text. We have a box of cards that we pull questions from, and Matt just leaned it over to the side
Just
and
poured
dumped
them
half
out.
of them
Poured them out
on the floor.
Poured them out for who? And for who?
Listen.
And for why?
We've got nothing done this episode, guys. Today we're just gonna be talking. It's more of a. We're gonna be talking about some of our stories. We're giving you guys some fun lore.
Ooh, lore.
Questions. Last episode we talked a lot about emotions, how to cope with them. If you haven't listened to that one, people really enjoyed it. So
How
that's
to
cool.
cope with them.
Uh-oh.
Cope.
Uh-oh. Hey, how do you cope with your emotions?
No, I cope with my emotions.
How? Give the listeners a tip.
All right.
I don't believe you.
Whoa. Talk to people. Really though.
How? What do you mean talk to people?
Our therapy.
Therapy's expensive.
That's so fair. So don't talk. I take it all back. Bother your friends with your problems.
Oof.
Yeah, just subject them until you feel better. Like that goes really well.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning into the podcast.
Yeah, it's so great.
In
Really
general.
great.
This is episode,
advice
I guess,
today.
This is episode 17.
I spilled so many of those cards.
Yeah, I'm giving you a chance to
I'm
do something
so
about it.
sorry.
I guess those
Yeah,
are all the
no,
real
I'll-
talk one. Ooh, that'll be fun.
I think we should. I'll just have to pick them up from the ground as we go.
But thank you for listening to the podcast thus far. We're on episode like 16 now, which is crazy. Most podcasts fail after like episode 7. And we haven't failed because I'm subsidizing this with my work money. So
We haven't failed because I have money.
yeah, I have enough to put into this podcast
Very
to
capitalist of you.
yeah, I'm a capitalist pig and I use subsidization.
So tax write-off?
No. Well,
I'm just checking.
maybe. I don't know. I
Yeah.
should look
Do
into
we
that.
anyway? I
I mean,
mean,
it's operating costs.
Yeah, I should look into that. But I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Like, please leave a comment every now and then, or like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're now on like the IIV League Pod on YouTube because the team I work with, whenever they answer my calls, like, yeah, move the page to another channel. It's not doing. Move it, send it, ship it, sell the offshore accounts, and so I did it.
tax write-off.
Exactly.
telling you.
But I'm really glad you guys are here, and I know the last few episodes have been an adventure, an experience. So now we're back here at my house, just chilling and cooking up stuff for you guys. Just being here, but I just want to say thanks for like helping us get this far because the comments you guys leave and stuff are very encouraging, especially whenever something we say helps. So like if you're not joining the Discord, feel free to chap it up in there. If you have any questions for us or things you want to hear more about, please let us know. The last episode I responded to an Instagram post I made. So if you're not following me there, follow there because I will talk about stuff that happens over there. Here on the podcast, like whenever something goes viral, we should probably talk about that here. That's always fun too. But we're definitely learning the format and how to set this up so you guys can get the most enjoyment out of it. But I just want to say like thanks for Thanks for listening and thanks for being
the
here.
last 3 minutes thanking your viewers.
Yeah.
You're going to give them a reason to stick around for thanking you, or are you just going to keep telling them to thank you?
All right, let's jump into the good stuff then. Today's episode, we're going to be using small semi-automatic assault rifles at point blank range and seeing who can
Demonetized.
dodge the bullets.
Demonetized. Ain't with me.
So, hey, Jennings, bring them on out. Bring out the blindfolds too. No, all right.
Wow.
Here we go. We're jumping into some fun games today. It's just a bunch of fun questions. Sam, real talk.
Yeah.
Who did you vote for in the last election? Don't. Next question. Don't. Oh, this is a real interesting way you've set us up here,
Yeah,
Matt.
for real.
Oh, listen. I aim to please.
Real talk. All right, Matt. Was your childhood idyllic? Would you change anything about it today?
No. Well, wait. Me and Matt just spent like the last 2 hours hanging out, and I was like, Matt, what's your lore? He's like, it's pretty good, except for this one dramatic piece. Yeah, but like that, that's just listen, it ain't even all that. No, it was good. It was good. There's like good bits in there. It's not all bad. Got adopted. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's like, dude, they bought me. That's pretty cool.
So now, as a man of color, how does that make you feel?
You know, for a while, I felt productive. You know, that I was really a member of a big cog in a bigger wheel that we all make. But now, I realized, well, I was adopted by 2 white men. And so really, I was just given extra privilege.
You think so?
Oh, that's a way to spin it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Privilege.
Right?
What would you? Do you have any advice you give to someone else in your like scenario, or if you could go back and talk to like other kids who might have been adopted or people who'd been adopted, and like, what would you say?
Oh, that's a tough one. That is really. It can be a tough one because I was adopted at 6 weeks old, and so I don't remember not being adopted, and so I can't necessarily speak to those who were adopted at age 6 or 10 or 12, or they have it rough. They have a much harder time, and so really, it's like, look, if you're struggling at home, like don't be afraid to get help.
Yeah.
That's really, really real talk. Don't be afraid to get help. But in my situation, no, that do.
Have you seen people go through, because like my frame of reference for adoption is Like Mike. In its entirety, the movie Like Mike.
Wow.
That is my frame of reference. And then the Rugrats movie.
What? Who was adopted in the Rugrats movie?
Chucky got a new mom.
Oh.
It is somewhat like that.
Which part?
The whole thing.
How? Like which part? Because
again,
which parts are wrong?
I was 6 weeks old at the time, so really my memory is a little fuzzy.
Fair enough.
A little fuzzy.
At what point did you realize?
Well, okay, right. Here's the thing, right? It's a funny story. It's funny. Lonnie actually asked me earlier. Said, what are questions you wish people didn't ask, or like your favorite question about being adopted? And the one that I get so often is, when did you know you were adopted?
When did you know?
And
you
I
were
want you to
adopted?
think about this for a second. I was adopted by white people and 2 men. So it took one look at another family to be like,
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
now just a second here.
The game's afoot.
And so,
fellas.
people always ask me, hey, when did your parents have the talk with you? Like, I sat you down. They were like, and I was like, I figured it out. They never tell me.
I figured it out.
Wait, really? Do you think I'm stupid? What do you think I looked at that? I was like, this is not on the same. I'm not even on the board where you are.
What are they like? Like, what's your favorite parts about them? Your parents?
That they love me.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's a good one.
Dog.
Really.
Have we talked about that on here? How like some people have said like the biggest advantage you can have in life is having parents who love you. Like even more so than like having like tons of money. If you have parents who love you, like you ask some people with like millions, billions, like, oh, would you like prefer to have billions or would you prefer to have like loving parents who are there for you? And they're like,
Yeah, well,
That's a tough one because billions is with a B. That's a lot.
No. I think because money doesn't make you a good person.
Yeah.
But I think someone who's really trying to raise a good kid, that makes you a good person, and that makes like the kid generally a good person.
But also, parents who love you don't make billionaires all
This
the time.
is very true.
That's what we were talking about earlier today. That's what we were saying. I was saying we talked about this too much on the podcast. Whenever you meet the famous people, the people who are best in the world at what they do, sometimes they're the best in the world at what they do because they're like compensating, or it's a coping mechanism for like a broken piece of their like life, you know? And that's not always the case, but sometimes the people who are just like absolute animals or beasts, it's like that's become a coping mechanism, like that music that they make, or Mr. No, I don't know about old Jimmy D. Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast. But a lot of times, sometimes people who are the best of the best, they're great at that thing they do, and everything else is kind of like, why even practice? Why even bother? Like, why bother with being good at relationships when you have the money you need? Or you maybe don't even have anybody around you who can show you how to be good at relationships.
I think that's a really big part of it. I think a lot of people strive a lot of times to be these really affluent people that have a lot, they see people with money, but I've met a lot of people with a lot of money. That
why? Where do you work? Tell everybody about the current space.
Not even in a working space. I just I'm involved. Like I'm a car enthusiast. I spend a lot of time at car events, and we're here in LA. This is like one of the hubs of the car world, and I've met so many people with 20 cars, 30 cars. They live alone. They you meet their family, and they like, you can tell that it's just oof. Woof. There's not like they are clearly so alone. They are clearly like they can't get anyone, not even like go home with them. They can't even get anyone to like take them seriously because all they're is talking about their money, talk about what they do. They only talk business. They don't talk like life, and therefore they get so focused on making money, making business that they don't know how to connect. They don't connect with people.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm not trying to make this, we don't need money. No, I get it. You want a Ferrari? You want a Ferrari? I want a Ferrari. I get it. No hate. But just like, I don't know, spend some time, sit someone down and be like, what do you really like? Just every once in a while. Like, be like, what are you really about? Huh?
What do you feel? What do you want besides? I mean, because money is a great distractor.
Yeah.
The rat race is a great distractor.
It buys great, don't get me wrong. Like,
you need it.
Money solves a poor person's problem, but it doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
True.
It's like Casey Neistat video he did, which I always think about. Like he had the paper folded in half, and like top half like groceries, medical, stuff like that. But when it comes to like fulfillment, self-actualization, all that stuff, money can't touch it.
No.
Which is what it is. It's such a weird balance. I mean, like, and it's like I totally understand also, but like not having enough, that's absolutely the worst, and it adds so many stressors. But then also there are those moments whenever you don't have enough and you realize that, and it's like, even if I have enough or not, I have the chance to be like happy here, and I have other people around me who at least care about me. We're cooking. You're cooking. And I feel like also we talk about that enough on this podcast. It's like the 4th or 5th time we've talked about it. And I'm like, because I'm like, who cares? Not who cares, but like, who cares about how much money and how unhappy billionaires are? I assume most people who are listening to this podcast are average, everyday people who are like, I have a job.
You get a personal message from
Elon Musk. Yeah, like, who cares?
Hey, what'd you say about me?
Elon Musk, like, I've actually...
that's me. That's wrong.
But I'm like, I think it's... For me, I always like it whenever we can share, like, practical, like, life improvement tips with people.
Yeah.
Like, you can start... If you've been having trouble with this, do this, and things will improve for you. Like, I like adding value to, like, the listeners' lives in that regard. So I think, like, in terms of like actually like cool, like make your money, have a job, plan well, learn things, because I feel like learning is often one of the best ways to get out of the situation you're in. But when it comes to just like life enjoyment, what is one tip you have for just basic life enjoyment, whether you have a ton of money or no money? What is one basic thing you can do to like enjoy life more?
Talk to people.
How do you mean?
I mean, like, talk, even if you're an introvert, as someone who is like an extroverted introvert a lot of times. Like, I really enjoy my alone time, but like, you just talk to anyone. Talk to people. Like, you sitting at you're at a public place, you're sitting at a table. Like, if you get a chance and you feel like you're not bothering someone, don't you kind of just be like, what are you doing? You're waiting in a line for something. Just talk to people, learn about people, and you will meet the most amazing people in like the weirdest places.
Yeah.
Or just someone from Australia, and you're like, yo, how are the spiders there? And they're like, dude, they're huge. And I'm like, no, I'm never going. I won't be there.
Nah, come on, go to Australia. No, you could go to Australia.
Nah, someone just got eaten by a shark there, like yesterday.
Finally.
That's
Tell
fair.
you what,
That's
we're
fair.
in Melbourne,
Finally.
Florida. It happens every other week.
Yeah, but that's Florida.
Fair enough.
And like, oh, boo-hoo, you know?
Talk to hey.
Someone died.
I lived there for 5 years.
Yeah, sorry, fair enough.
That was plenty.
So we're talking about like just talking to people. It sounds like, well, actually, Sam, you go ahead.
I was gonna say sunshine. Like get some time in the sun every day.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like even on days when I feel bad and I'm alone and I don't talk to anybody, if I get some sunshine, I'm like, maybe life ain't so bad after all.
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna come back real quick. You know, every time I'm like, man, life is. Oh, this is such an LA thing that I'm. It's such an LA thing that I'm. Yeah, it's an LA thing. But I was really feeling upset the other day, and then I drove down to the beach. We live in LA, and I just took a walk in the sun, and I was like, you know what? This isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. It's quite nice.
I know they say that like autism is a spectrum.
Jeez.
When I
going with this?
The follow up to
When
that has to be
I-
crazy.
when I go to the beach and I put my
Where are
feet
you going with this?
when I go to the beach and I put my feet in the water and I just stand there. I can stand there for hours at a time, and I'm just kind of like, I'm like, oh, this is really solving all of my problems right now. I'm like, I might need to get tested because this is all I think I needed.
So let me get this straight. You think you're on a spectrum because you felt something?
No, because I was upset. I was really upset. And then I just went and stood in the water for like 3 hours. I forgot about everything. I could think so clearly. I was like, I might be, I don't know.
I don't know if that's.
Yeah,
I might not qualify.
I'm not sure that qualifies.
I might not
buddy.
qualify, but I was a little concerned. I'm like, have I been operating like without realizing this whole time? Because I'm like, if I'm, and maybe this is just a general thing that people can do. But I was like,
I really think it's called going outside.
no, it's not
he makes a good
outside. It's
point.
not outside. It's in the water.
Yeah, okay, like outside of like the fact that you live in Culver City.
No,
I
it's just
think
like
it's
something
like
sensory about like the water, like the sand under my toes and the water rushing.
There's there's science behind that.
Okay, cool.
There's like, yeah, good for your brain. Serotonin. You're thinking of serotonin.
I think I feel like in 5 or 10 years, whenever we see Lonnie with a house, we're gonna see his big backyard, and it's just full of different like small scale sensory experiences. So you're gonna have like a 3 foot by 3 foot little sand pit with water, like a little cold bath with water.
Those foot massage like water things.
Yes,
where,
exactly.
Have you ever seen those where like they have a bunch of fish that nibble on your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
gonna have one of those right next to like a sand pit.
I've had friends come at me sideways before, and I have family members who are autistic, and I know how it is to like live and help people with autism and like supporting that, and like I have no qualms, no problems. Get people with autism all the help, all the support, all the jobs, whatever they need.
Where are you going with this?
I'm saying that like whenever people tell me I might be autistic, I'm like I'm not offended, but I'm like, am I okay? Why? Like why? Why have you said?
How did we get here?
Because we were talking about ways to cope and things that help you enjoy life more. And I like the beach.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
Good for you. That's not abnormal.
I like putting my toes in the sand with some water on it.
That made me feel some type of way.
I just don't know. Someone told me I was probably autistic, and I'm like, I don't know.
I feel like that's a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe you just enjoy nice things.
I think so too. I don't know. I don't.
That's like saying like, oh, I enjoyed when I took a trip to Tahiti. Oh, you must be autistic. Like what? Oh, it was peaceful, and so I felt good. And someone said I was on the spectrum. What?
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to combat the claim and be like, why do you have against? I'm like, I don't have anything against it. Like
it's not. I'm not at all. Like, don't mean anything towards anyone on the spectrum at all. But I really think that might just be. Oh, I enjoy going to the beach. It's nice and calming for the storm in my brain.
It was very calming, and I liked it a lot. And someone's like, "Oh, that's a lot of sensory stuff there. You might," and I'm like, "Maybe, I guess so. Perhaps."
Very
how the body works.
To go around.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just like, just let me know if I am or something. Like, let me know what to do, because then I don't know if I need to get medication or what. I just.
think we need to move on.
Yes.
I think Lonnie is digging a hole on the beach.
I'm like, the fact that my key takeaway from that is AstraZeneca may be able to help.
I also collect rocks and shells, so it's fine.
You should have led with that.
People collect a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
So my tip for life enjoyment is to go to the beach.
One time I met someone that collected toenails
That's-
and sent it to their girlfriend.
Somehow it got worse.
Picasso.
It did.
I didn't think that story could.
Yeah, and then she kept them, like past when they'd broken up by like years. And
maybe she's using it for a ritual.
yeah, I don't think I want to know.
Can you melt toenails?
You can melt anything. Like really, get it hot enough, it'll melt. I mean, seriously. I'm not wrong. Listen, I'm bad at math, but I know how that works.
I don't know. Can you melt toenails?
Why not?
Because if you heat it up enough, it will just burn.
And then melt.
Well, every item has 3 states of 3 states.
What are you gonna turn it into a gas?
It's doable, right?
Yeah, all right, that's all right. All right, touche.
Like you can liquefy toenails. I don't know what temperature.
Well,
If I remember anything from 5th grade physics.
That was never a question I learned in 5th grade.
I'm looking to our
This is not
our
something I don't.
aerospace engineer here on how to liquefy a bag of toenails.
don't worry, guys. I'm on it.
And if you guys know how to liquefy a bag of toenails, please. People also say I have ADHD.
That's probably, but that's what everyone says about anything now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
So I'm
what's
probably-
that? You don't like sitting in a classroom for 8 hours? You gotta have an issue.
Am I wrong for wanting to be normal?
Yes.
Yes. Like what? Of course.
Fine.
My guy,
I
you
have
run
no-
a podcast on a social media platform.
Yeah,
You're trying to claim you're normal?
We're not normal. That's
If you were
come on.
normal, you'd be like, oh, I'm a tax agent. Like, okay. And we wouldn't be talking.
Would not be talking. would not be trying to be in
friends.
front of people. And for what reason? For what reason do I do this? I don't even know. My tip for enjoying life more. Wow, this took a turn. I wish I could be better. I do. I wish I could be better.
Is that your tip
that's
for enjoying
fair.
life?
No,
Not
I
much
just
of
wish
a-
I could be better. I just
not
think
really
of
a
the journey
tip.
people have gone on since this episode started. And I'm like, I wish I was better for you all.
That is kind of crazy because we've been here for 30 minutes now, and what have we really discussed?
Literally nothing. That's Lonnie's fault. I'm going to blame him. I'm gaslighting.
We talked about Matt, his background.
Not even that much, though. Oh, I didn't mean like that. Oh, no. I
Y'all even pay
didn't want to
attention
say
to me.
Just a
more.
big FU.
I didn't mean it like that. I just.
Let me grab it.
We spent like 20 minutes talking about autism
Well,
and the beach,
The beach.
but not even like the beach. Just that you like it.
no. Well, sure. What was my tip? Yeah, go to the beach. Put your feet in the sand. To enjoy life, turn off your phone.
Tip of the.
That's why I can't get through that because he keeps
Hold
interrupting me. That's why I
tip.
can't do nothing. That's why I haven't
said,
talked
I
about
figured it
nothing.
out.
Go.
It's
Pro
your
tip,
fault.
pro tip. When you wake up, don't check your phone. Go outside for like, I know, I'm a mess. I just woke up. Go outside, stand in the sun for like a minute. Sorry to those northeastern everyone with snow. I know you can't do that. Sorry. Here in LA, it's 85 degrees in November now.
November.
Oh, true.
Go outside, spend 2 minutes in the sun. You're gonna feel great the rest of the day.
Oh, that reminds me. I realized this. Oh, did you share your tip, Sam?
Yeah. Be in the sun.
Be in the sun. Yeah, my tip is exercise. Go on that walk. But this is something I realized. I made a video about
I
it.
would like to point out that Lonnie had a lunch of popcorn, grapes, and bread that he dropped in the sink.
Dropping toast is the worst, dog. Like,
Why did you eat it?
I didn't. I threw that one in the trash.
Oh, you really thought about it though.
I did. I really because I put so much effort into it.
Yeah, but like,
don't
it
just
didn't-
throw it
no,
away.
No. You put some. It was toast. You put it in the toaster and put butter on it,
It's double baked dough.
and then it sat in the sink for like 2 minutes, and then you were like, "I think it's still good."
I wanted it.
What?
I buttered it,
You
bro.
could have made more toast in the amount of time it took you to think about the
I'm
toast
not
in the
wasting
sink.
more toast.
Understandable.
Not gonna waste more toast.
In this economy, yeah, I don't
Hell,
blame you.
come on.
Don't blame you.
I just love how fast you guys jump from topic to topic.
We have ADHD.
Like,
Don't tell the
like
FAA.
not only
They will not hire me.
if you're watching this, no, you're not. Because like you gave a second life advice tip. You were like, oh yeah, my tip is get some exercise. No, your tip was go to the beach.
Well, also get some exercise. Those are both good.
Okay.
And then you jumped to dropping toast.
No, I
and
did
said-
that. That
He
was
did.
me.
He jumped to toast. What I was
that.
going to jump to is this thing we talked about where if your favorite holiday, this is a little segue, if your favorite holiday is Halloween, that's because you had a bad childhood. If your favorite holiday
That's
is
a-
Christmas,
you got- wait,
if your
hold
favorite
on.
holiday is
You gotta
Christmas,
say
if your
the
favorite
Christmas
holiday is
one
Christmas, it's because you had a good childhood and you like your family.
Oh.
You said it so bad.
No, I said it fine.
Yeah, but like you let off with the bad one, so anyone who's like a Halloween enjoyer is immediately like,
Did you have a bad childhood? This is a very judgy episode.
hey, what's that? Oh, you like Chipotle?
Trauma.
Someone grew up in a single family household.
Middle America must have been rough.
How is it over there in Kansas, sweetie?
I can tell by your double guac Chipotle bowl.
If your favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, you grew up poor. You might still be.
There might be some. I love Thanksgiving
I love Thanksgiving.
because
I really love Thanksgiving.
Because
I just get to eat. That's it.
But you get to eat so much.
Exactly. And no one judges you. Oh, it's fourths? Dude.
I have had a lot of Thanksgivings where I'm like, oh baby, ooh, I know Christmas ain't gonna be much, but Thanksgiving we're eating good. Like everyone is getting together. We are eating. I'm getting that like $2 chicken from Ralph's. That doesn't exist.
I was about to say.
That doesn't exist. I just remember distinctly looking forward to Thanksgiving because like we ain't got no money, but we about to eat.
I'm about to say.
We about to eat. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's something to that.
Thanksgiving always hits.
As an athlete who had no money, Thanksgiving, you go to different people's houses. You just collect food.
That's how
Yeah.
it is.
You
Mooch
collect-
off someone else for Thanksgiving.
You get multiple Thanksgivings.
Friendsgivings, that's where it's at. You just
I-
go household to household.
I did this one in high school. I got all my football team together before practice. I said, hey, everybody, you have a $10 maximum. Go to pick one fast food store off this list and go and spend that whole $10 on the dollar menu. Bring it back here within 30 minutes and we will all eat together.
Are you telling me everyone on the football team had enough brain cells to actually like figure out how that worked?
No, we had to pair people up. We had to pair up the linemen.
Yeah,
for
Imagine-
where'd you
sure.
grow up? Florida? Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
everyone on the team just comes back with a butt ton of fries.
That's like how it
everyone
would be.
picks the same
and
thing.
like Baja Blast.
Yeah.
We had a lot of Baja Blasts.
They're like, oh,
Guys, we
yeah.
have 50 Baja Blasts and about 500 things of fries.
Right? It's like I guess we eating.
Yeah. It's, better load up.
Well, breast is bled, father. Let's eat up. Like literally, it was so good. It was so fantastic. I want to do it again, actually. But it's great. I don't even think the dollar menu really exists in
I was about
California,
to say, I don't think that really gets you much nowadays.
especially not in California.
still
Wendy's
have
doesn't even
that?
have the 4 for $4 anymore. Not in
what?
California. Not in California.
That's crazy.
not
It's
here.
a $5 biggie bag and a $6 biggie bag.
Oh, dang.
I'm like, wow, you can really taste the inflation out here. Matt, real talk. If you could snap your fingers and change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Oh. I wish. Oh, I'm on the spot. All right, I just have my fingers to think about. I
Simple
wish
question.
that I could be less. I get less anxiety
What if he was
about.
just like, I wish I was white?
You know? I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
He said, ever since I left my parents' house, I felt
really
less privileged.
think that if I could snap one thing, I wish I could teleport over to Beverly Hills and not have to worry about a damn thing in my life and just be like, oh, father, could you fetch me the finest Subway sandwich?
In Celsius.
I really think I
Celsius
could go
one.
for a Celsius right
We
now.
started off like money doesn't actually buy happiness. It's like if I could snap my fingers,
Yeah. But listen, I'd rather cry in a Ferrari.
Fingers.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini. Thank
God,
you.
you'd get rid of all your anxiety.
No. Like I don't.
He said, "No, I'm sticking with the white one."
No. Listen. 'Cause, like I don't get like social anxiety, all that stuff. I'm pretty cool about it. But like I always had that fear in class when things were moving on. And they were like, "Hey, does anyone not get this?" And I was like,
Do I not get it?
"I don't get it. I don't
me,
get it." But no
I'm
one else is
good.
raising their hand.
Oh.
And I don't want to be like.
Isn't that exactly social anxiety?
Yeah, but that's the only time I've ever gotten it. And also, I'd get rid of my fear of needles.
Oh, I have a video I'll show you later.
I have a massive cavity right now, and I have not booked a dentist appointment because they will numb me, and that's a needle, and I don't want it.
They can use gel.
Yeah, but that doesn't work as well.
They can use gel before they stab you with the needle.
Yeah, but it's not like the pain. It's just I know that there's a needle involved.
I took a video of myself giving blood.
I don't like where this is going.
No, I just took a video of myself giving blood, and I'll show it to you later.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the video was just gonna be like one of those smiley like thank you bags, and it's just all used needles, and it's just him like jingling the bag around. And I thought that's what the video was gonna, or not like him, but like just a video of someone just like jingling a bag of needles. As soon as you said, "Oh, I'm afraid of needles," he's like, "Oh, I got the video for you. It's a million needles in a bag."
This will get you over your fear of needles.
I got this video for you. He's actually gonna just strap me down and start.
Yeah. Just dump a bag of needles on you. Just dump you. I mean, honestly, you get over it eventually,
real,
right?
Hold up. Real talk. If you over like 24, just eat the onion, bro.
Just what?
Don't just eat the onion.
Don't
just eat the onion. Like, don't peel it off of a burger.
Oh.
Who does that?
I watched Sam take some pickles off of a sandwich.
That's pickles, not onions.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to derail that
pickles,
conversation.
not onions.
I'm not trying to derail
and it wasn't a burger.
any more than that.
It was a chicken sandwich.
But I was
So
like,
let's talk about how Matt was like, I have a fear of needles. But you know who's stupid? You know who's dumb though? People who take their onions off their burgers and they're over 24.
Way.
But don't bring no needles around me. Yeah. Don't bring no needles around me.
At least I can go to the dentist.
listen! It's scary! Run from me! I'm afraid!
And I don't like pickles!
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, those are good.
I don't know. Some people like needles.
But they're weird.
I'm trying to develop an affinity for them.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, real talk. COVID, big time helped because we just had to get a bunch of shots.
Yeah, that's
and I'd
true.
really like put off getting flu shots forever. But
now you just get 'em.
I think if I had to like get rid of anything, I'd just get rid of like some irrational fears like that. Spiders, like, I mean, grow up. You know,
He says I have a problem.
So
and calls somebody else
judgmental.
out. He's like I have a problem. But you know who really has a problem?
Kidding.
Ronald Reagan really has a problem. Like that dude. Like.
I mean, you're not wrong. Interesting, like poll, but like you're not wrong.
Sam, if you could snap your fingers and change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Hey, you should pick pickles. You should start eating them. They're good for you.
This dude is on your
Man,
case.
F pickles. I don't need pickles. I don't need pickles in my life. I feel like if anything, I would either add more charisma points.
Oh yeah,
Or
What would
make
you take
myself
away, though?
taller.
What would you take away from though? Nah, we love a short king.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to snap my fingers and
sorry.
anything's going to happen, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
I'm sorry.
I'm confident in my height, but it's like, well, if I get a free
Yeah,
That's
thing,
fair. That's fair.
I mean, I don't have a lot of problems.
We need to start wearing heels.
That's too much effort.
That's fair.
It's the same reason I don't do anything with my hair. It's too much effort.
So fair. Charisma points though, you got a lot of charisma though.
You can never have more.
You could always have more, yeah. So hey, those people who spec the entire thing into charisma, they're the ones ruling the world right
Exactly. I definitely put more points into other areas of my life, and now I'm like, well,
now. Yeah, really.
Can I
Those
get-
intelligence points?
I know.
More points, please?
I know what I do. I would.
Well, no one asked.
I
you.
would. Yeah, I know. So it's my turn. I would do. If I'm at 9 charisma right now, I would change. No, I wouldn't change it. But I would make my intelligence to 10
Okay.
out of 10. I'd make my intelligence to 10.
And take out your charisma.
No.
so you just want to add more points
I
into
should do 10 on
intelligence.
both.
Why did you even?
Yeah.
I should make both.
So
Actually,
so
hold
we
on.
can.
If I could change anything about myself, I would max out every skill. Duh.
So we can tell Lonnie's intelligence is at a 1.
Yeah,
he put
what?
barely any points into it. That's
I think I would. No, actually, yeah. What? Actually, yeah.
That's
Why
so
would I add
funny.
more? Just why stop there? I would love to. I want to bench press the planet. Why not?
Well, that's obviously, I know what my deficiencies are because I would max out intelligence, which obviously is struggling a little right now. Because, duh, why wouldn't you keep going? I didn't think about
stop
that.
there.
I didn't think about that. I didn't
That's so
think
funny.
about that. All right, so I would max out my intelligence.
All of them.
Yeah.
All that.
well,
Riz
let's be
points.
realistic here. You know, you can't do all of them.
Why not? Can you not?
Hey, why not? This did not. Oh, did it say one thing?
Oh yeah.
It did say one thing, didn't it?
Exactly.
I'd max out my intelligence. I'd keep my charisma and max out my
That's
intelligence.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Imagine if you could, like, if you were very charismatic and smart, you're just like Eisen from Bleach.
That's a reference only some people are going to get.
Yeah.
That's all right. You can be a little more open.
Who won Game
more
of Thrones?
inclusive. I don't know. I never watched that.
Okay, well, I don't really have. Who's a
Yeah, I
very
didn't watch that
intelligent? My problem with all the heroes in shows is that they're never smart enough.
That's fair.
They're legitimately never smart enough. What is so funny about that? They're never smart enough.
No,
That's why
I look over to see you, and then I see Chowder holding open Mung Dal's mouth, and then opening his mouth as if.
Alt text the side. In the corner of the screen. If you guys watch this on YouTube, check it out. You can see little clips of things happening.
That's
Apparently
happening there.
It's Chowder, which is a fantastic show.
I love it.
I missed that show. That was a good show.
Such a good show. But
What
I
were
would
you
max
saying?
out. I definitely max out my intelligence. I don't know what I was saying. That's my problem. I would. You know how long ago I would have ruled the world. I wouldn't be on this podcast. I wouldn't be doing the podcast.
Imagine like the world's dictator has a podcast, or like a superpower president.
Hello.
Like
welcome
imagine the
back.
Did you not
No.
live through the U.S. in 2016 to 2020?
There was no
TV show and a
podcast.
Twitter.
Were we in the same?
Sam said there was no podcast.
There was no podcast. Imagine you hop
There
onto
was a Temple
Spotify.
Run on the bottom. I couldn't watch it.
No, just imagine you hop onto Spotify and you look up like the presidential podcast, and then it's just like every 4 years the host changes. But it's just like
Obama's been on like 100 of those.
Yeah, it's true. Imagine. Hey there. Hey, Jill. We're starting the podcast.
Jill.
All right. She's not here. Okay.
Welcome back. Today I'll be talking about the nuclear codes and how you can use them.
Joe, no.
just imagine Joe hops on. He's like,
It's got live
just the
chat.
first second of the podcast just says, "All right, so let's talk about Israel."
No. Joseph. Joseph, we're talking
How do we get
about
here? How do we always get
sprinkles
here?
again. Joe, Kamala Harris.
No talking about world events on this podcast.
We're gonna steer. Sometimes I will talk about them sometimes, but not on this episode.
No,
this
not on this
episode,
episode. No.
I like to be respectful and thoughtful with those. In this episode, we've talked about nothing.
So many respectful and thoughtful
Nothing
things.
respectful or though. So we're gonna steer away from
I think
that.
you should pull another card.
What did you do for Halloween?
work?
Oof.
Yeah, it'd work.
What's been your
Those
best
things.
Halloween ever,
Ooh. Okay.
and why?
Okay. This is like Halloween 2017. I just got my
Dang.
license.
Oldest.
Whoa.
Wait, you got your license in 2017?
2016.
Pilot's license or
Driver's
your
license.
driver's-
I am 23.
Yeah, why did you wait
old
so
is
long
this
to?
man?
That's what I'm saying.
16. What do you
How
mean?
old is this kid?
I said I
Sam,
got
I'm-
my license when I was 16. This is Halloween of 2017. It's like a year later. I don't know.
Who let this child into our house?
Wait.
Listen. I'm just a boy. Just
a boy.
I'm just a boy. No. Halloween 2017, right? I was dating this girl at the time who had this connection with all these cars.
My man.
Yeah. It didn't go well. That might have been my fault. But
How'd you fumble it?
But that is way too long of a story.
Give us a summary.
Well, I was 15 and very toxic. let me be honest. Oops, sorry.
He said,
Might have did a little bit of controlling, a little bit of oops. Let's set off.
Is he in therapy?
who's
Do you
to
think he's in
say?
therapy? Do you think
to say?
Matt's in therapy?
Do you think he's over it yet? Do you think he's moved on?
Who's to
If
say?
I had to guess.
No. This is
Just
fun.
as soon as we press stop recording, he's Ashley, take me back.
No. Hold on. Halloween. This is a fun one. It's a wholesome one. I got a wholesome one, and I got a fun one.
right.
Because basically, like this
We have fun here.
this guy that like she knew like really loved giving out candy, as you do, but like had a lot of money. So it was like all the minimum size was like king size Hershey's bars, and it
gosh.
went up to 5-pound Hershey's bars.
Oh my god.
And so we just loaded them into this Jeep and drove around a neighborhood, and we gave out like probably like $12,000 worth of candy.
Oh.
But like we just gave out like the rule was like the smaller the kid, the bigger the candy bar.
Oh my gosh.
So like we give these
you
like
said $12,000
yeah, it was like
worth of candy.
It was a ton of it. It was probably more like $2,000. But
Okay,
like,
but still.
But
still, like $2,000.
Car.
Like I gave
I
out
was
like
like-
I gave
that's
out
a
like
U-Haul
like,
truck.
like 40 2-pound Hershey or Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh.
And I'm
were
like,
good.
what is going on?
What did that
Like,
car look like?
candy in it. It was a Jeep. I don't know.
It looked like candy.
Yeah, I don't
It looked like
We have so much money.
Yeah.
Where'd you put it? In the vehicle. I think, but it's in the car. I guess.
Yeah, that was like wholesome because we just got to like make a ton of kids' days.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I love how you
wholesome
said the smaller the kid, the bigger the
That was the
candy.
rule he had.
Imagine like so you rolled up to a big kid and was like, you get the
Tells
small one.
him what a Hershey's Kiss.
Yeah.
Just like the minis ones too. Just like
yeah.
that's all you get.
Run.
Yeah. So I did that. And
Made
then, like,
so many kids.
And then you really
Oh my
piss
God.
off the parents because you'd give like a 1-year-old this like 1 pound like
No,
5 pound thing
what
that was
she
like
wants
this
to do with
big, and you're just like, here you go. And the parents are like, are you for real? This kid is like ecstatic, and they're just like,
we
"Dude,
started
why
the
would you do
diabetes
this?"
epidemic in Calabasas, and we were very proud of that on that day.
Yeah, oops.
He's like, I'm not saying sorry.
Listen, I didn't pay for the candy. I was just giving it out. I'm 17.
I didn't fund the war.
It's not my fault.
Like,
Look at me. That's and my probably my funniest one is like probably post COVID, like 21, me or like 2021
last year.
Me, yeah. I was in college, so like everyone just dressed as a blackout drunk.
yeah,
You know?
sounds about right.
Like and me myself included. You know, I was in college. That's what we do.
A lot of judgy. A lot of judgment.
No, that was not judgmental. I said as you do. Like it was.
He
Listen,
said, but me, also me. I'm not judging.
I will own that I was dressed like quite the
Prostitute.
promiscuous fella.
Can we say prostitute on YouTube?
I don't know.
We're gonna find
We're pretty far in. I think
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
I'm
it's
gonna F
past that
around
little
and find
check.
out.
Pass the check.
Yeah, past that
They
like
don't check
that
the whole
check
video.
that they do. I don't know. It's like an hour long.
True, they
can't
check
bother.
the whole video.
Don't.
You guys didn't know you can
talking.
say bad things at the end of the video because the AI doesn't check that part. It gets
Don't
lazy.
look. They don't look there.
The AI gets lazy.
Just tell them to look the
What was
other
your
way.
funny Halloween story, please?
Oh, I mean, really, like well, you call it just I
I was
summarized
like, so far I
it.
hear noises and no funny.
He's like speaking of demonetization.
He's just like,
I summarized it. I would just summarize it as 100 proof alcohol and a lot of costumes and a lot of college students.
So we're not gonna get an actual story.
So that doesn't sound very
It's not-
funny to me.
It was funny, less. I did fall, but not because I was
Aha.
drunk, but because I am stupid. I fell down 4 flights of stairs.
How do you fall down 4
Okay.
flights? There's usually walls on either side.
I was like,
Yeah,
you didn't
the stairs were really wet.
like you didn't think about just not falling down the other.
I tried
3
really
flights.
hard at like 2.5, but I was too far. Like it was too deep in the fall.
That's
Interesting.
I actually got very injured. I'll find some pictures. It was bad.
This past Halloween, where me and Sam went out to WeHo. It was a WeHo block party.
That's cool. Okay,
Cooler
Wow,
in
cool.
theory.
Yeah.
It was way too packed, way too crowded, and my CIA
sounds right.
brain went off while I was there.
I get that.
Yeah, I was very much like my military training means this whole situation is unsafe. You know.
That's fair. We do live in America.
I mean, it was like there was security around the perimeter, but this place, guys, was like,
It's like you don't know.
this place was. They closed off like almost a quarter mile of the street, and it was just packed with people in costumes, and like a quarter of the people had fake weapons and knives and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what
like, I was just stressed. I'm just like we're in this crowd setting where like someone just walks up and then keeps walking, and I'm like. I don't
and
know.
you would never know.
Yeah, I was like, who did it? Don't know. I think it was Misty.
Yeah.
It was,
I think it was
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Misty.
think it was Barbie. Oh, which one?
Barbie just shipped me. Which one?
50 Barbies get arrested that night as potential suspects.
Stop all the Barbies.
Meanwhile, Oppenheimer's in the corner like,
I was like,
now
it
I
was,
have become death.
It was actually Pocket Polly, so my bad. Pocket
Right.
Polly skips on out of there with her shit, like on the way out. I was like, you thought it was Barbie, that dumb, whatever. But that was.
Hi, Barbie.
It was also the whole. I don't know if you guys did this, but I dressed up all month. I dressed up like all month, and I had to come up with so many different costumes.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I thought people
then
cared.
this sounds like something that you did to yourself.
Wow.
Wow. He really did turn that on
I
me.
just thought of a wild question that I was like, I don't know if it's appropriate.
I'm listening.
We're listening.
A lot of him. Okay.
No, because I had to apologize like last weekend because I was like, oh, I'm funny. I'm being funny. And I just said something out of pocket. I was like, everybody, nobody laughed. I'm like, the pains of being a comedian. You know?
You ever use a humor joke from friend group A and friend group B, and it just like, you're like, this is the raw crowd.
Yeah, I mean, mine wasn't even friend group A to B. It was just like, haha. And they're like, no. I'm like,
And they all turn and look at you at the same time.
And there's just they're like, I'm like waiting for the laugh, and they're like, there isn't one.
Yeah, and then you think about it. You think about it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm like, do I apologize? Do I need to say sorry?
Dude, if I cut the wrong person off in traffic and they look like so upset, or like I do something stupid, and I'm like, I'm gonna think about this for the rest of my life. Like, this is a core memory. The fact that I have accidentally inconvenienced this person for 8 seconds, and they will forget about it before they get to their exit. Like,
regardless, needless to say, my favorite holiday is Christmas.
Right, that's where we were, and you were just shaming people for liking a candy Halloween event.
It's just because you don't like your family. That's all it is. It's because you don't like your family.
That's a lot of gaslighting.
And no, it's not gaslighting. No, literally everybody knows that. You're crazy. Literally everybody thinks this way.
Bad. You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Don't leave me, please.
If you, you're crazy. Babe, you're crazy. You're literally just like, nobody else thinks that way. Like, literally everybody else is chill with me seeing other people while we're dating.
I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah. I don't see what the problem is.
Clearly you've got
That's my favorite type of, that's gaslighting 101, guys. Another good way to enjoy life, day to day. No, it's just with this, it just reminded me. Like with the Halloween thing we did. The Halloween, talking gaslighting. Gaslighting, here's how you enjoy life. Gaslight your friends.
Yes.
Really, yeah.
I mean, yes, but how did we get there?
Yeah, and why is this a life tip?
The for life enjoyment. Yeah, what I was going to say. Actually taking pictures. Taking pictures does help. It actually does help.
Whoa, wait. Question. So yes, taking pictures I think is good. Do we think that it's a problem if you're on your phone too much, like not enjoying the moment?
You don't have to take a picture of every step you take. If you guys go out for the night and you're all having dinner.
I think you should make that a little discliner.
Sure. If you guys all go out for the night.
Pardon me for trying to make your lives better. Jesus.
What you want from me.
I want you to say the right things. Hey, I'm not asking much.
I can see how the first girlfriend didn't work out.
Yeah. I'm like putting all the pieces together. I'm like, it makes sense.
Started to see how that fell through.
Listen, it makes sense.
I make really good food, all right?
I might be controlling, but gosh darn it, I can cook up some peanut bread.
Just imagine, like, in her brain, she's battling. She's like, well, on the one hand, he makes me feel awful. On the other hand, he cooks a mean chicken Alfredo.
Hey, listen.
Spicy chicken Alfredo.
There's a lot of things I would do for chicken Alfredo.
Oh, my God.
Come on. Come on.
And she's like talking to her friends. She's like, guys, I don't know what to do. Like, he manipulates me, but
break up with him.
Is his cooking just amazing.
This is hitting so close to home. Oh, boy.
What is there? If you could say anything to her, what's one thing you would say?
Oh, so I'm so sorry.
Apologize. Forgiveness. That's the third life tip.
I'm so sorry.
we love a man that can apologize, though, and be like, it was me. It was all me.
It was me. Yeah, I had that realization like 3 years after we broke up. I just woke up one day and I was like,
it was me.
It was all.
Just imagine you wake up in a cold sweat and you're like,
Dude, that's literally what happened. I was just it literally just like in my head, and I just was like, shit.
That's what she was saying by you don't listen to me. And you never make me feel heard.
I really thought she was just lying.
I thought
Funny
she was
that.
just lying to me.
But I think taking pictures is good.
Yeah.
Bring us back on track here. Taking pictures is good. But like,
I want to point out, he was the one who said, you guys really get off track on this podcast.
I did.
Like back when he was on the first time, he's like, you guys really get off track. You guys need to stay focused. And now it was his.
Listen, there's a plaque in my apartment that my friend got me that just says champion of gaslighting.
It's amazing.
I am 100% serious.
Oh my gosh. This is giving us all the lore on Matt we ever needed. If you resonate with Matt's character at all, please let us know in the comments.
Please.
Let us know so we can identify you and give you a scarlet letter.
You make me sound like Public Enemy number 1.
If you've seen this man, please say something in the comments. There's a $10,000 bail.
This man, what's your best gaslighting you've ever done? Like your proudest?
Oh.
It's not good at all. He's like, oh.
I really don't know.
Your proudest moment of gaslighting. I love how we are on this podcast like, hey, how to live better, how to be better people. When did you gaslight the hardest, and why are you proud of it?
I'm not proud of it.
Okay, not proud of it. Just your
a lot of relationships. Just there's a book.
What's the one where like maybe you've since gone back and fixed it? Give us that one.
There's never been a time. There's times where I've apologized, but not times where it's like
you fixed it.
Yeah, well,
That's
it's like I already did it,
crazy.
you know. I'm like, I'm just like I gotta own it. That was bad. But then, no.
That's
It's better now.
hilarious.
It's better now. We don't do that anymore. Only my friends.
He's single.
Strictly, I keep it strictly among
He's single.
friends.
He's single, ladies.
So
Like-
if
I'm
you want to
not.
eat
That's
some
the
good
crazy
food,
Are you not?
No, I'm not actually.
never mind. No food.
Do they know?
I do.
Do they know?
Yes. The last one didn't for a while. But this one does.
Homie said I was in a relationship for about 6 months and she did not know. She had absolutely no idea.
What's wrong with you?
No, I'm kidding. That was. Hey, listen, you must believe in things I say, huh?
He's gaslighting.
I see it now. It's the champion's work.
It's okay. Hey, listen. You ever have a?
There it is. I'm not. Don't look. Come here.
It's like the siren song. It's just like, come your ears. If you listen to a little bit, it will shove it in your ears.
Listen, I'll make you.
Come in your ears.
So I was really thinking about making chicken parmesan. I was just.
I only eat Alfredo. I only eat chicken Alfredo. Cause.
All right. I got a nice steak recipe if you want.
Oh my gosh! What did we
homemade
cover?
mashed potatoes.
What did we cover? We need to give people something at the end of this episode.
You've made me sound like a monster. I feel like
gaslighting. He said, "Look what you made me do." He said, "Look at what you've made me do. Look at what's become of me because of you."
You did this. This is your fault.
Who did this? It's just a mirror. You did this to me. You.
The next episode is going to be just breaking down all of Matt's past relationships.
We really just we can't do that.
So good. Wow. I didn't even know you were in a relationship this whole time. That's amazing.
You never asked.
That's a gaslighting.
Yeah.
No, hold up. It just never came up in conversation. I will defend myself that time. We never came up in conversation.
Matt's new partner, if you're listening to this or watching this, just keep an eye out. If he starts making you some real good food out of nowhere, cover your ears.
Man, I'm just trying to fly planes, man.
He's like, I'm just trying to exist. I'm just a boy. I'm just a boy.
I
can't do math. God,
I really cannot do math. Never ask
Sam,
me
give them a
anything.
tip. Give it one thing you pulled away from this conversation that the people back home can build into their life this week.
Learn how to gaslight better.
Hey, listen,
It's a great skill to have.
so well. No, you know what it is? It's just bold confidence.
Yes.
Real talk.
Yeah,
I think
is.
like all that questionable decision making aside, I think having like not blind confidence, but being like really confident, like fake it till you make it kind of thing.
What's a tip for being more confident though? Like how do you, some people just have anxiety about like talking to people or doing decisions that require confidence. Do you have a tip for like, hey, if you're not feeling very confident or like I'm scared of this thing, do you have how would you recommend like do this and you'll be able to make a step forward?
I think that there's always like, you can always think that it's like a one day or a day one type of scenario. Like it's like, okay, you take that first step. First of all, you can take that first step. Like, you can make that decision, take that first step. B, it is everyone's time living life for the first time. It's everyone's first time living life for the first time.
True.
We are all going to make mistakes. If you trip, like, first of all, no one's going to remember that. Like you could say like, I mean, okay. I don't know. Hey.
About 17 days ago, I saw someone eat it on a bird scooter, and I haven't forgot that. That's what I'm talking about.
Don't tell them that. They'll never do it. Oh no, you can't do that to them.
We were walking in Hollywood, and I saw her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Ate it,
Bro, dude. She I felt so bad for
so
her.
bad, but it's so funny. So funny.
Yeah.
Oh, she popped up like, I'm fine. But it was one of those I'm fines that kids do when they fall
Yeah,
and they
it's
go
like-
like stand by their friend and just like,
Yeah, they've got like 6 broken like limbs.
Dog.
And they're like, oh no. You're like, do you need help? And they're like, no, I'm good. I'm so good.
Oh
guys.
my god.
She was in front of her friends too.
Yeah, no, that's
and our car.
There's no coming back from that. I mean, there's not. But like,
Other than that, no
but
one's
like,
gonna
other than
remember.
that, like, don't listen. If it's like a job application, it's fine. Like, you can blow it, and it's like it'll be okay. But like, don't eat. If you eat it on a scooter in front of me, I'm laughing. I'll ask if you're okay, but I'm laughing first. I'm sorry. There's gonna be a couple Snickers, and then I'll be like,
imagine someone just busts out laughing.
really like that's.
I'm pointing at whoever's laughing. Like, you owe me lunch.
And I'd be like, that's fair. I'll pay it. But like, I had to get. You're good. So like, I can laugh.
I'll pay it if you can recreate it and I get it on video this time.
I love that moment where me and Sam thought of it.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I remember.
Listen, we all make mistakes
We do.
like that.
Oh,
and
boy.
like, you
I'd
kinda,
buy her dinner.
Hey, if you can take it in stride, I think that's a really good quality.
Yeah.
If you can fail with style or just fail and be like, yeah, I failed. That's what just happened.
Honestly, that's a funny point. We were at the club last week.
Wow.
Or yes, we were at the
did
club
not get
last
an
week.
invite.
You weren't there. It was me and Phil.
He also did not get an invite.
Yeah, wow.
You were invited. You said
I
no. I'm
was.
staying in.
I was
Sam specifically
tired.
said I don't want to go out. I'm like,
I was tired.
I was at the club and I was like talking to this girl. We were like dancing and stuff like that. And like I'm like, I think she's feeling me. Like we were just like kind of goofy dancing or whatever. And then like I was like talking with her, and then I like started telling jokes. And then I'm like, I think she wants to kiss me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she wants to kiss me, so I'm not gonna do it. But I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, and try to sense it out. And then she starts leaning. I'm leaning in, and we're kind of looking at each other. And then she's like, nope, F off, F you, F out of here, get out of here. And I had no idea what had happened. I'm like, I don't understand. But I guess I blew it. So I just go back over to my friends. I'm like, I don't know what happened, guys, but we're here to dance, so let's turn up. And then he's like, my friend Phil, he's like, no, hey, go over there. Phil Vu, follow him on Instagram. Philip Vu, he's fantastic. Follow him on Twitter, on TikTok too. Fantastic creator, very smart guy, and also one of the creators who makes their stuff, and what you see is what you get. It's very real, very fun.
Derail the story like that.
But the thing is, so whenever we like, he's like, no, hey, go. I misheard what he said in the first place. He's like, go over there and tell her your dad is Obama. And I'm like, yeah,
That'll work.
I'm like, yeah. But I just went back up to her and I'm like, hey, what if I told you that my dad is actually President Barack Obama?
This is just
And then
LA
she's like, what? And I'm like, I mean, Joe Biden.
No, you didn't say that.
Yes, I did.
You did.
And she's like,
I don't believe that.
She's like, that. I'm like, okay. My mom is Michelle Obama. And she's like, she starts laughing at this point. I'm like, all right, no, wait. What if I told you I was actually English?
You didn't do that.
I did.
I
did.
As a comedian, or like you were like being serious?
As a comedian, clearly. Like I like she was like my dad is not Joe Biden. Your dad, maybe. You're adopted.
I'm not telling. I'm under strict orders.
And we would never know.
Yeah, we would
he would
never
gaslight
know.
us.
But clearly, the reason I tell it because I was like, I failed, botched entirely. Then I just went back up, I'm like, I failed that. But what if I told you that my dad is actually Barack Obama? And then she wanted to give me her number at the end of the night. Like I was like, okay, cool. Never texted me. But
Fair.
got the number, and I'm like, okay, cool. At least we did it. But that whole thing of like acknowledging your failure makes it a whole lot more like, almost like less embarrassing for you and other people. Because we were talking and laughing and like having a good time after that. Whereas before she's like, nope, you're out. And I'm like, okay, I messed it up. But what if I told my dad was Barack Obama? You know? Would that change things? And we had fun, you know? But I think acknowledging your slip-ups and your failures, more like...
I think that like people are afraid to admit that they fail. I think
Yeah.
that's something, because we all do. You know, everyone has a fear of failure, and that's fine. Like you're totally allowed to. But like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna just and it's okay because we all do it. But just be like, you know, if you can kind of take it,
Eat
with,
it,
like,
own it.
Yeah, take it on the chin. You know, it's totally okay.
Be about it.
Yeah, and just be like, oh, guys, like it just, you know, I messed up.
It does
didn't
take
get the
a
job.
level.
I didn't do whatever. You know, it's fine.
It does take a level of vulnerability to really put yourself out there and try, and then like get like being like, oh, I failed sometimes, but I don't really try. That's one thing. But the I try hard and I still fail is like a different level of vulnerability that happens. Like you really thought you was him, and then you turned out you wasn't him.
Yeah.
And then to still own that is a different level of difficult, but it's still.
I think having that level of confidence, like
Yeah.
even working to have that level of confidence is extremely important. And I think that's something that like a lot of people that end up being really successful in whatever they want to do, something money.
Yep.
I think that's something they do is like, you just acknowledge that like, okay, it's not always going to work, whatever you're doing. But like, if you just keep at it, you keep failing, you're going to figure out what works eventually.
And
but if you just kind of
keep
like,
trying.
if you fail, you fall off the scooter once, you're like, I'm never getting back on that scooter. You're never going to learn how to scooter. If you can't eat it in front of your friends, you are never going to learn how to scooter.
That reminded me of a video I saw that went viral on Instagram of this dude going 2 miles an hour on one of those bird scooters, and he hits a curb and he falls for about 15 seconds over the front of the scooter.
No.
It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. And the people filming it were just like laughing, and I was like, millions of people have seen this now.
Yeah.
You could own it and be scooter fall guy.
Could be.
Yeah, no.
Make a whole career.
There's
I was like, how do you
like,
fall going 1 mile an hour?
Dude, there was
He's going
this
so slow.
time. There was this time. All right, real quick story. But there was this time that I was filming this project for this guy that was not a great guy. It's a whole other thing.
Ooh.
But basically, he was like,
Did
"Oh,
he
I've
gaslight
got
a whole
this." No. I was working. Yeah, yes, actually. He went. We went to this establishment, this fancy place called Javier's in Newport Beach, and he was like, "All right, I know the owners. Like, they're going to give us like a space to film. Cool, fine, right?" Turns out, didn't know the owners.
Oops.
He knew someone that knew the owners, and they were like, "All right, yeah, here's a table. We can film here." They just let us film it, except it was the middle of dinner on Saturday, and it was super packed. And this restaurant was like one of the like minimum like object is like $35.
Yeah.
So super bougie. We had 6 cameras and 1 person filming all these people, and I'm like blocking the bussers moving. I'm blocking people. Like I'm like I can never come back here.
Yeah.
I can never come back here. I can never show my face in this establishment ever again. Like that's it. I'm not embarrassed for me, but I'm embarrassed like.
As being a part of this.
Like causing an issue.
Yeah.
But but that wasn't on me, It's like it wasn't like a fail necessarily, but I was just like, you'd like have those moments where like I can never come back.
I'll never do this again.
They can never see my face.
And you acknowledge and also admit when you're wrong. That's a great one. That's a great skill for enjoying life more too. I was forgiving people though, because I was like, I had to do that recently. Like, because if you have bitterness or resentment, that's only on you. And you need to
here's my take.
check
Here's
it.
my take. Here's a 2-cent take. Is that like, look, you can take that like. You're wasting energy that could be used towards something good to be like, I really don't like that person.
Yeah.
When like if you were at least just like move it from hate to neutral, then they have no impact on your life at all. Then whatever it is has no impact on your life at all.
Yep.
And that way they're not affecting you negatively, and you can focus on more positive things. And I think that can be a general benefit.
Yeah.
Or you can just gaslight it, and that works.
Yeah.
How to gaslight effectively, I think, is what I'm going to call this podcast.
Don't do that.
How to gaslight effectively.
Don't take any of that advice,
Yeah.
please.
Sam,
Please don't
what's
listen
yours?
to that.
That was mine.
Oh dear. Oh no.
I think we're good. I think we
Oh god.
should we do an ad read before we close out of this?
Yeah. Give us your best one.
I hate saying close out. It feels like we just did this for like a specific
This is the
split of
This is the part
time.
where everyone
It's not
starts
like
plus 10ing on there.
exactly. No. This ad read is good.
Okay.
Do you hate having family?
Oh.
Well, a new holiday just for you.
What?
The pagans invented it. Nope, not Christmas. It's Halloween. I don't know where I was going with it. I didn't really have a spirit
Thank you for tuning in to the Ivy League
The spirit of Halloween. No.
That's the store. You're thinking of the store.
It still counts as part of Halloween.
Yeah.
We need a better ending. Somebody try something else. Can you do a backflip, Matt?
We're in the living room.
That's a yes or no question.
Yeah, I could try.
Do it.
I can't do it well.
Ooh.
No, wait, no, I'm not doing it. I got shy.
All
I
right,
got
here
shy.
we go.
I'm going to break my neck.
Alt text. Lonnie moves a chair out of the way for Matt to try a backflip.
Where does this happen?
That's your fault. That's what you created.
Yeah, you created the mess on the floor. Don't
Matt,
slip.
I'll text Matt is debating on whether or not he should do a backflip on the cards that he
Guys, should we
spilled.
start having this podcast where we just like stand here, like dudes like standing outside, like we just stand around like this?
Yeah.
Try it, like just the standing. You got to back up a little bit though.
Yeah, I'm up to.
That could be fun. This could be a thing. This could be a fun thing we do. The next episode, maybe we'll just like stand
I feel like
around.
We're going to make our viewers uncomfortable. It feels like one of those things where on TikTok where they go, "Hey, so when's the last time you cheated on your boyfriend?"
Oh my God, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know, and then everyone in the comments is like, "Women are terrible. They're awful. This is why you never talk to them.
Stay true, kings. Yeah, seriously. Like, I mean, really.
Real incel behavior.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you guys for tuning. I feel like I gotta put my hand in my pocket now that I'm like standing.
He's
I'm like,
gonna interview me. He's gonna ask me a question about my personal life again.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Ivy League podcast. Please join the Discord. Let us know if there's anything in this episode you want to hear more about. Make sure you tell Matt. Thank you, Matt. Do you have any socials they should follow?
Nah.
Cool beans. Man works on social media. He's like,
cool.
Couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, not me.
Not right now.
Couldn't be.
Last little tip, fun lore. The high school that my football team played against in the playoffs to go to championships my senior year was actually Sam's high school. And we didn't know each other back then.
We did not.
But he was on the band, and their band sucked. Thanks so much for listening to the Ivy League podcast, guys.
Band kid. Yeah, you had to come. You were a band kid. You had to come. Would you twirl the flags? Oh, geez. My friend was a flag twirler for a band. Like, what do you do?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
My band won
back.
straight superiors.
How does that even
every
mean?
single
Your
year.
football team cheated,
10
guys.
years
band.
straight.
You're
My
a
football
band.
team was just good.
How do
You're
you
mad
rate-
because
How do you
Bye,
rate a
guys.
band?
I love you guys. Hey,
I don't know.
love
There's
y'all.
judges
Stay
that do
awesome.
that professionally.
Stay awesome.
You go to college for that? Like, how do you like?